How to achieve every goal in the new year. The tradition of making resolutions at the beginning of the new year originated with the Babylonians, who made promises to the gods at the start of the year. If they were in debt to a neighbor or had borrowed jewelry from a family member and had not yet returned it, they made a promise to repay the debt. The gods blessed them if they kept their promises and punished them if they did not. Thousands of years later, debts of money and goods no longer concern people as they once did. The most common New Year's resolutions are to lose weight, quit smoking, or save money. However, most people do not keep the promises they make to themselves. Studies show that only about 8% of Americans keep their resolutions. You can become rich or famous, improve your relationships, see the world. But in many cases, you do not keep them. Why? How do you keep the goals you set for yourself at the beginning of a new decade? The size of the goals you set largely determines the likelihood of achieving them. If you dream big and aim for the stars, you might land on the moon. If you are lucky, you can land on the moon, and set your goals high, in line with these statements. For example, decide to read a book a week this year, even if you have only read 5 books in the last 6 years. Or maybe set the goal of learning a new language this year. Think about it. Let's say this year you finally plan to visit an exotic country you have always wanted to see. Perhaps Paris, Rome, Barcelona, or Moscow. Wouldn't it be fantastic to be able to speak the specific language of that place? Bold goals are good, and the allure of the final goal can inspire you. However, it is important to remember that big goals require big steps. To lose 20 pounds, you will have to pay the price of 20 pounds, through diet or exercise. If you do not break down big dreams into smaller, achievable steps, they can become overwhelming. This is because you have to take a step that your brain is not entirely sure about. It is like asking a 2-year-old to carry a 50 kilograms bag of cement. The same work can be done by a 15-year-old, if assigned to them. Their size for the work is not crazy. Ask yourself what is the smallest step you can take to achieve your final goal. Make it easy to start and stay on the right path. If your goal is a 2-hour half marathon, start with a 10-minute walk each day. When you take small steps and move forward, you feel better about yourself. This positive feedback will encourage you to take another step. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You must also be aware that too many aspirations can prevent you from achieving them. For example, you might worry simultaneously about your weight, your studies, your smoking habit, and your spending habits. Clearly defining your aspirations and breaking them down into simple steps can be effective. However, in practice, many times you encounter problems and fail. What happens if you find it difficult to achieve all 4 of your big aspirations? Therefore, choose only one to start with. You can start by gradually getting used to eating healthy for a certain period of time. Once you have acquired this new habit, start another one. As you develop in this way, you will be able to enjoy the process and increase your level of satisfaction. This is because once you have tackled a serious problem like smoking, the other goal of exercising for a few hours 5 days a week is no longer so daunting. Once you have set the goal and understood the small steps to take to achieve it, the next step is to develop a plan to achieve it. In this case, the plan consists of determining the time to dedicate to your schedule and the resources you will need. To go to the gym every day, you will need a membership to the nearest gym, sports equipment such as yoga pants and shoes, and time to exercise. Resources are particularly important for keeping a resolution. If you go to the gym and get blisters from inadequate shoes, you will not want to go back. Then you will have no more excuses. Look online for people who have lost the weight you desire or who have achieved the same goal you're aiming for. What did they do? What contributed to the process? When all theories have been verified, it is time to work on your resolution. Decide when you want to start. And it does not have to be on a Monday or the day of the meeting with your loved one. Find a day that works for you or work to achieve the mood that motivates you the most. Of course, you can set the goal of reading a book a week starting on January 1st, reading 50 pages on the first attempt, and committing to doing it every day for the first week until you finish the 374-page book. But what is the point of a predetermined date if you then find yourself at a crazy party on New Year's Eve, and it takes you a whole week to recover? What happens to your motivation if you do not start the first week as planned? And this is a very important part of keeping New Year's resolutions. It is the ability to forgive yourself when you make mistakes. Problems will arise and errors will occur periodically. If you can anticipate the first ones, you can make changes to deal with them, get up when you fall, dust yourself off, find the lessons, and start again. It can be frustrating to get blisters on the first day you start a healthy habit. The fact is that sandals are great for everyday clothing, but not for running. Tracking your progress, especially the small milestones achieved, can be the key to motivation. To monitor your progress, you might need to change the parameters you use. After 2 weeks, you might not know how many pounds you have lost after 8 30-minute workouts. And looking only at the scale might make it seem like you have not made any progress. Meanwhile, however, you might notice that when you climb the stairs of your apartment, you are no longer panting on the first floor landing as before and that you are already tired on the third floor. These small results can be motivating. In addition, by observing your progress, you can understand where you stopped and why. In this way, you can correct your course. Remember that even small things to do are always better than doing nothing. Naturally, some stars, if they align, mean an ideal situation for you. But the chances of them aligning are slim, so you sit and play. Do not do that. To lose 20 pounds, it is better to walk for 10 minutes every day than to exercise for at least 45 minutes every day if there is a gym nearby. And sigh, because it is better than sighing. In short, to keep your resolutions, you must first focus on your goal. This goal must be clearly defined and broken down into small steps to achieve it. Schedule it as a daily routine and equip yourself with all the necessary resources to start working towards it. It is inevitable that problems will arise and that there will be periodic setbacks. If you can anticipate the first ones, make changes to deal with them. If you fall, get up, dust yourself off, learn the lesson, and start again immediately. What are your New Year's resolutions? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe and comment to help us improve the content. If you also leave a like, that would be perfect.